Hi everyone, and welcome back to Pilot Light Your Writing. This is episode 10, and today we're going to talk about plot, but not just how to build one. We're going to explore what plot actually is, what it matters, and when it maybe doesn't. Now, if you've been following along, you know we've built characters and explored both internal and external conflict. Plot is what happens because of that. It's the journey that characters are pushed into desire, fear, and everything in between. But here's the thing. Plot doesn't always mean structure or neatness or even logic. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I'm thinking of a film that I adore called The Big Lebowski by the Coen brothers, where the plot is absurd. It's about someone that pissed on his rug and he loved that rug, and the whole plot is him and his friends trying to find out who is responsible for it. So things happen, but they don't always build toward some traditional resolution, and it's okay because plot can also show us the chaos and meaningless of life and the humor or tragedy in that. So let me reframe this. Plot is the adventure your character goes on, whether it's to solve a mystery or chase a dream or survive the ridiculousness of existence. Let's look at a few variations. The first variation I can think of is the whodunit. So I'm thinking Agatha Christie, or now I'm watching the 4th season of You, and this is very like whodunit. The tension comes from who did the crime. The audience follows the clues, making guesses, being tricked. It's highly enjoyable. And then we have the why done it. I'm thinking about adolescence. We already know who did it from nearly the start, but we keep watching because we want to know why. Why did he do that? What pushed him? What pushed them to do that? What pain? What story? And like the Big Lebowski, there is a third one that I would say the what now plot, which is things just happen, but the journey still reveals characters, tone, and sometimes even deeper truth. So these stories don't rely on a tight cause and effect chain. They lean into chaos or the absurd, which I adore. So whether you're plotting something tight and twisty or something weird and existential, the core is still the character. I always come back to it, the character. So what is my approach on plotting? Well, start with the ending, especially in mysteries or in twist-heavy stories. You need to know what's going to happen in the end, so you can reverse engineer the journey and hide the clues along the way. You plant your clues carefully. You use dialogue that seems completely casual but will hold a meaning later, or you hide details in plain sight, like object glances, odd behavior. Space them out. Trust your reader or trust your audience, but play with them. That's what they want. And of course, build the emotional arc. Even if the external plot is messy, and that is, if it's messy, it's purposely messy. It's not messy because you like messy things. It's like you have to plan a messy plot. The internal movement of your character, what they learn or lose, grounds the story. The reason I'm saying that is like we can have a messy plot and something really weird, but we need to understand what the main character is going through, why he's doing that, why he's following this idea, is madness. Again, I'm thinking about the Big Lebowski. They're all completely crazy, right? But we understand where they're coming from. Obviously, we follow their journey because, we want to know if they're going to succeed or not. And also, let tone guide structure. So if it's absurd, go with it. Let that randomness coming from events. If it's suspenseful, structure it with tension and reveals and twists that we don't expect. And for this, you need to think first of the twists that are most expected from the audience. Obviously, if people expect it, they're going to be disappointed. If they don't, you win something. So here's my writing prompt for you. It's simply write your ending first. Even if it's weird to start by the end, but then work backwards. Here's the twist. break your own structure. Add a moment of randomness. Insert a character who disrupt everything. And ask yourself, what if this story didn't go how I planned it? If it wasn't you planning it, let the plot surprise you too, because you want to feel excited about it. But most importantly, I would like you to ask yourself this crucial question, which is, how do I want my audience to feel at the end of my story? This is very important because that will shape your ending. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. And whether your plot is clean or classic or absurd and chaotic, make sure it serves your characters and your truth. See you next time for more story magic.